Hey guys, and welcome to Tantrum House Studio 3. I'm Will Meadows.
I'm Sara Meadows, and today we're looking at Railroad Rivals from Forbidden Games.
Railroad Rivals is a 1 to 5 player set collection and economic speculation game.
It's from designer Glenn Drover, and it has players building railroads, connecting cities, transporting goods, and then also moving the stock prices, trying to become the biggest railroad tycoon. We were given a copy of the game, so let's take a look at how it's played.
To set up the game, lay out the main board, take your player tile, and train tokens.
The starting player will claim 6 points, and then each player after that will begin with 2 more points per position away from the start.
Each round, 1 city tile and 1 stock tile per player will be revealed.
Players will then use their victory points to bid for turn order, and then the player with the highest bid will move to first position with everybody else being shifted down.
On their turn, players will choose 1 tile. Once everyone has made a selection, players will choose a second tile, making sure to collect 1 of each type.
Players then place their tile in domino style, matching railroad lines and connecting the 2 lines with a train of their color.
Resource cubes are drawn from the bag and added to the tile, and then players choose how to transport a single resource from one location to another using any of the railroad lines. Which lines are used and which color cubes are chosen will determine the income each player gains.
Each time a railroad line is used to transport a good, its stock price goes up, and the number of stocks you own at the end of the game will determine your final score.
Once all the tiles are laid and goods moved, new tiles will come out, and the process will repeat until all the tiles in the stack have been used.
After stock values have been tallied, the railroad rivals will declare a tycoon and the winner of the game.
Railroad Rivals is a very straightforward mechanically game. It's a very mathy game, and it doesn't really feel like that when you sit down and start playing it. But as you start really weighing the opportunity costs of, do I sacrifice some points in order to buy myself that first player position? It's going to cost me this many points, but I might be able to make it back if I'm able to rebuild this. Everything is really pretty clear. There's not a whole lot of luck. Even the number of tokens that come out of that bag really doesn't change up the math that you're doing in the game. So if you excel at math, you'll probably do pretty well at this game.
Yeah, one thing I found is it plays differently at different player counts. Sometimes that's a win or lose for some people, but the 2-player game is a little more chess-like. There's not as many options on where to move goods and where to place tiles. So you really have to be a little more strategic, although you have lots of options with the 5-player game, so it might be a more enjoyable game for some people.
Yeah, it definitely depends. When you play that 2-player version, you can kind of feel the fact that there's not a catch the leader mechanic in the game. You can really kind of math out what's going to happen. So if you're looking for a lot of variety, yeah, the higher player count is the way to go. The artwork for the game is really consistent. I think it's all based on like historical railroad lines. And so in truth, some of those railroad lines were ugly back then, but overall the game does a nice job of just integrating all of it to feel this like really authentic train feel to it, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah, there is a little bit of unnecessary AP in the game. Since it's just letters showing the different tiles on the sides of the tiles, you do have to like read through all of them to try and find the one that you're looking for. If you're smart enough, you can probably figure out that since they're actual railroad lines, the cities will connect to real cities.
I didn't figure that out.
Yeah, but that's something small you're not going to pick up the first couple times you play it probably.
Yeah, it's got a very casual feel to it. It's a very light to middle kind of weight game. It would work really well for a family. I think the bits are wood and nice, and so there's a lot of like just niceness to the gameplay experience. If it sounds like something that you might enjoy, then definitely check out Railroad Rivals from Forbidden Games at your local friendly game store or online from their website. And then let us know what your thoughts are in the comments. Have you guys played this game? What did you think? What was your experience with it? Would you recommend it to other people? We enjoyed it. We're looking forward to trying it. I'm looking forward to trying it with another player count. And let us know what you think. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Choo choo! All right, we ready to do this? Did you notice his eyeball? Like the one eyeball is going a little bit funky. I like the style, but the eyeball.